Hi, Craig with LeadershipMentor.com. This week I want to share with you the magic question to motivate team members. I want to talk about coaching questions versus feedback, and we've done a lot of content about this in the past. I think it's a really important idea for us to understand. So what's the difference between feedback and coaching? So most supervisors use the phrase coaching when in reality they're simply providing feedback. And I think a really simple feedback definition is feedback is providing details of observed behavior. And that's really all we're doing when we're providing feedback. And it could be positive or it could be negative. Feedback's great. It's just not the same thing as coaching. Coaching is actually the process of asking open-ended questions. And in that process, we involve the team member and how the desired outcome will be reached. And that's really important. One, we're involving the team member. So in the feedback process, we're typically not involving the team member. We may be getting them engaged to get their acknowledgement of understanding, but we take it to the next level when we coach them because we're going to involve them in the overall process. So coaching creates accountability because the team member had a say in what happens next. If I tell you how to do something and it doesn't work, you don't feel accountable for the outcome of that because that was my idea. I told you what to do, you did it, it didn't work, so there's really no accountability there. But when we have a different approach in coaching, what we want to do is we want to engage the team member and have them come up with some potential avenues that they can take to make improvements or to get to where they want to go. And so when they have a say in that, that creates accountability. And that's really the key to success is when someone feels accountable. I want to share with you some very simple questions that I think are really easy to use. Can you share 3 possible approaches to this issue? So this question it's open-ended, and it also requires the team member to think a little bit deeper than just coming up with the first thing that comes to mind. And that's really one of the core skills and philosophies of coaching is that you want the team member in this case, the person you're coaching, you want them to really think deeper. So if you feel that these initial responses lack potential or they're not aligned with the desired behavior or outcome, then we can use another powerful question. And I'll share that with you in a second. But just to kind of finish on this question, so can you share 3 possible approaches to this issue? The reason this works is because the first response is typically not going to be the best response. It's going to be the easiest or the most obvious one. And so when we force them to go deeper and come up with 3, now the second and third are going to have much more thought process and are likely going to be an approach that they haven't tried yet. So what is this next question or this follow-up question? And I think this is one of my favorite coaching questions. It's simply, what else? And one of the things in coaching is we want to free our mind up to really listen and observe. We can't notice those things if what we're trying to do is come up with a really good question as a follow-up. And so this one, what else? And so if you're asking coaching questions and the person is coming up with things that you feel really lack substance, then you can continue to simply say, what else? And it can get frustrating for a team member when we continue to use this, but it is going to force them to go deeper and to come up with better solutions. So if you were in my position, how would you handle this? So this is a great question if you need to change a pattern of negative behavior. And that just means that it's something that's been consistently an issue. You've done feedback and coaching. It forces the team member out of their frame of mind or perspective, and they look at the situation from your position. And I want to ask you if you'll join our community where you can actually post things, you can make comments, you can ask questions, so that not only do you take courses, but you learn from each other. And we'll eventually have some live events and some coaching and mentoring and different events that'll go on within the community. So go over to LeadershipMentor.com, join the community, it's free. And the Feedback 101 course is free as well. Hope you found this overall helpful. Have a great day.